Sex is a natural part of us by default, and like any organism that has endured to this point, our capacity for reproduction has been essential. Our genes make us want to breed, but like with anything, it is only beneficial if kept within reasonable bounds. Consider water. Everyone is aware of how important drinking water is to survival, but did you realize that if you drink too much water, your kidneys would suffer? Unable to get rid of the surplus, your blood salt concentration dilutes. At this point, your condition becomes life-threatening when you start to experience hyponatremia. The same applies to you as a man. When obsessive sexual ideas start to rule your life, making it difficult to concentrate and do routine tasks. These begin to play a background role while you go about your daily activities. Just consider the effects this might have on your finances, family, friends, profession, education, health, and interests and pastimes. And so on, everything that had ever meant something to you would be lost. It will pop into your head more frequently if you let it, as we constantly say on this channel, anytime you try to stop thinking about something. Than it would if you weren't attempting to avoid thinking about the topic for the precise reason that when people are trying to quit smoking or go on diets, they tend to think more about food. The more these people worry about sticking to their diets, the simpler it is for them to fall off. Whenever you attempt to persuade your brain that you do not want to think about sex, pornography, or any type of addiction for that matter, it spends a lot of time looking out for those precise addictive and erotic impulses, which makes you think about it even more in the end. So, to answer the true query, how can you stop having sexual thoughts all the time? Let's look at the 7 essential pillars you must possess. Number 1. Get rid of your hoard. You won't believe how many men have customized USB storage devices and storage files just for their preferred porn. If you wish to permanently avoid pornography, consider it an adversary because you cannot defeat something that you carry along and consider a friend. How can you expect to defeat something that you carry along with you on purpose? Start by removing all downloaded pronoun-related films, periodicals, calendars, and other content. Start by turning on parental control for other males who access the videos via the web. Put the profile to teen if your machine has a firewall guard. You won't unintentionally come on any explicit material this way. You have a battle to win. Because you still want to view pornography, you might be reluctant to install these security features on your laptop. However, as with anything in life, the toughest part is usually taking the first step. However, with time, your brain will start to require fewer explicit images the less you feed it with them. Number 2. Understand your triggers. In today's environment, where people don't want to leave their homes, entertainment can occasionally be an automated response to pure boredom. Similar to earlier times, sexual fantasies are the only major kind of enjoyment today. Another significant catalyst for sexual thoughts is stress. Therefore, keep in mind that you are trying to combat tension and boredom every time you find sexual ideas if you wish to prevent having them. Ask this question to yourself as it returns to your mind. Am I currently stressed or bored? Find something to do right away as a diversion if you're bored, but some men get so dependent on it that they can't even stop thinking about it while riding the buzz. It's boredom acting up once more because your brain isn't used to remaining. Do something special during your journey if this is the care you need. Try to finish your homework, read a fresh newspaper, or simply talk to a buddy while riding the bus, for instance. This might turn out to be a blessing in disguise for you because the more you try to avoid boredom, the more you'll find yourself completing the chores on your agenda. If you have a serious addiction, you might push yourself so hard to keep from getting bored that you finish today's tasks as well. As a result, every setback could actually turn out to be a blessing in disguise. Number 3. Share information with your spouse. In a relationship, communication is essential to having healthy sex. To enhance your sexual life, get your sexy ideas out there. Today, the majority of women use sex as a weapon against males. If the man feels he is not getting his fair share of sex, Talk to your partner. The man's own wife can refuse him sex as a result of whatever he said. Your firearm cravings will only develop if you restrict them, to the point that they become fantasies, and fantasies are the silent murderer. They prevent you from being present in the moment. Maintaining a healthy sexual relationship that keeps you both happy requires communication. Number 4. Avoid remaining free. Review the previous 24 hours. How is the flow of your day? What did you accomplish and do within those 24 hours? Going to work, returning home, and doing nothing will be the norm for many. You start to grow lazy if you become acclimated to this pattern. A leisurely life is also, as the adage goes, the devil's playground. Think about the time of day that is the busiest for you. It's extremely likely that you wouldn't even consider having sexual thoughts during this time, say while you're at work. Only when you have nothing to do at home can you do that. Increasingly, fighting sexual thoughts is necessary. Your day should be filled with events and activities for contemplation and leisure, just like you have established tasks of routine to do at work. When you arrive home, you should have structured, productive duties and activities to complete. Don't leave too much time at the end of the day that you become bored. Number 5. Balance out your sex hormones. Sex hormone imbalances might cause you to have problems with your sexual thoughts and make you continually seek sex. A hormone called testosterone controls a person's level of sexuality. Dieting is one way to lower sex hormones in the body while ensuring that both testosterone and thyroid levels are healthy. Number 6. Use the granny approach. This trick has been around for a while. Simply consider an idea that makes you uncomfortable as a final resort. This might possibly be the first thing that comes to mind when you think about this. This is the mental equivalent of taking a cold shower if you need to stop thinking about sex. This strategy should only be used in instances where you need to immediately cease thinking about sex. It is not a long-term solution. For many men, the mental picture that works is one of their grandmothers. In addition, if you have a strong relationship with God, you should consider His promises that He would never abandon you and call out in His name. If there is one individual that makes you incredibly hot, try to avoid them discreetly and spend your time reading or listening to music instead. Number 7. Exercises that stimulate neuroplasticity. Both video games and music and pornography is one of the two most neuroplastic activities you may engage in. By neuroplastic, we simply mean that they have the ability to alter your thoughts and thought patterns. This explains why it makes you addicted practically instantly, although music and video games come in second. Consequently, they also possess an addictive. If you are severely addicted, use these two activities in moderation to take your mind off PRN. So keep in mind, brothers, a man is larger than a city if he can conquer himself. Many men imagine that they will stop thinking about sex once they are married or have a companion. The opposite is true and could not be more so. In actuality, the majority of those individuals end up fantasizing more and developing severe sex addictions. Get control of your thoughts first, then. Therefore, if God does grant you a woman tomorrow, you will know how to maintain a healthy relationship.
Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And do share with your friends so we may continue to create them. To see more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Additionally, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.